let me start by asking few questions. Have you ever had a moment in your life where you had sheer confidence, where you feel like so prepared that you know you can do it, and you can do it because you have prepared, but then suddenly your friend humbled you really quickly by giving the best answer? Like by giving just the best answer, like a simple answer with ease, without any effort. Or did you have any moment in your life, or those precious times where your family, your relatives validate your skills, the proficiency of your skills, and you know that you can do it, you have the skills to do it. But then you see your friends or you see anyone doing those same skill set that you have pretty easily, like again, without any effort. Let's picture a boy watching a movie. And while watching a movie, after the credit starts rolling, then they start discussing about the movie, the experiences of the movie, the perspective of the movie. And the boy realized that his friend who was watching the same movie with him had totally different perspective, have totally different ideas about the movie, about the experience. So the boy started asking himself, like, why? Why is this differences in experiencing the same movie that we watch? Because we are in the same class, we are in the same school, we are in the same age. Why do we have like different experiences and different perspective? That's when this boy wanted to explore and discovered the concepts of learning, unlearning, and relearning. So let me introduce to you that boy. Hi, I am Kshetrimayum Sanjoy Singh. I was born and brought up in Imphal, Manipur, the land of Joel, and I'm currently pursuing my master in public administration at the Royal Global University. The topic that I'm going to talk about is learning, unlearning, and relearning. So learning, as we all know, it's about acquiring knowledge, it's about acquiring skills, it's about acquiring a lot of techniques of doing things. It's about specific skill set that you learn for your life, which helps us in strengthening and improving your already existing skills and various other things. So what's unlearning? So let me share a small experiences in my life which highlights the importance of unlearning, which will also be relatable to most of you. So I was in my higher secondary education, that was 11 and 12, and there I was doing the best. I was doing academically the best in my life. I was doing so well in academically because I had a very different schooling during that time. The schooling was rigid, it was strict, the study hours were not flexible. So we had to study certain hours, like 2 hours of study and then half an hour break, and then again 2 hours of study. So because of this, there were also no distraction because we were totally cut off from any external medias like televisions, news, any other things. Only the newspaper was a source of information. So this is the schooling which I was excelling in academically. And then not just only this, my validation from my parents and my relatives were also there. And the teachers were also praising me again and again, telling me that I'm doing my best and I'm giving my best performance in whatever I'm doing right now. Like be it assignment, be it projects, be it anything. So that's when I thought that I am doing my best thing, and I know I'm doing my best thing and I'm working for my best thing. That's when I felt like I was in top of the world. I am the best. I felt like the Iron Man. And I felt like I can do anything and anything that I want to achieve. That's when I had to go to my higher education, to the degree level of education, my undergraduate. And it was in a college, a well-known college named Christ, deemed to be university. There, I had cultural shock because most of my parents were there, most of my friends were there, who were doing very well in their studies as well as in their co-curricular activities. They were excelling in all the opportunities that they have, and they were extremely talented, be it either in the skill-wise, in co-curricular, in examination, in everything that they are doing. That's when I felt like I'm just not really the best. That's when I felt like, okay, like I have to change my thinking, how I think, how I behave, how I approach to things. My perspective should be changed. That's when I asked my friends, like, brother, how are you doing this? How are you easily navigating through all the problems that you have, all the challenges that you have, and how are you easily studying all those things, and how are you excelling on all those things without any effort? And he said that it's not that I am excelling the things, this has all been taught in my life. I have all these experiences in my high schools, and even in my primary schools too. So I was really shocked, and I had to open up my mental cognitive boundaries by thinking that, okay, I should not be limited by the thinking of my preconceived notion and my prejudgment ideas that, okay, I know everything. That's when unlearning took a turn. That's when I had to consciously put an effort to unlearn the processes, that what are the things that I should be unlearning, what are the things that I should discard the existing knowledge and update it. That's when the relearning part comes into my place. With studies of subjects like psychology and sociology in my undergraduate, I was told to ask various questions. I was told to ask questions about the reality, the society, the perspective of different things. I had to go and observe a lot of experiences, a lot of phenomena which happens. So some of the feedback that I learned from unlearning is that the key takeaway is about awareness. So when you are in the process of unlearning, there is a thing called awareness, that you have to be very self-aware about the things that you are doing. That you have to know what are the wrong things that you are doing, what are the right things you are doing, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. And then working towards those, which will help you in creating more awareness and then helping towards building those goals. Now you have the awareness about what are your right things that you are doing, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. Now your willingness is to work towards those things, the improvement of those things, to make it better. That's when unlearning becomes, the relearning parts gets supported by the willingness part of your working. Then coming to the next part is goal setting. That is, you have to set your goals. And these goals are not just ambitious goals which are not attainable at all. The goals should be attainable goals, which are small in nature or which are short-term in nature. And by achieving those goals, you can help in relearning a lot of ideas which will focus on the development of yourself. That's the idea about unlearning and relearning. And coming to the last part of my talk, I would like to conclude by quoting the father of evolution, Charles Darwin, that it's not the strongest species nor the most intelligent one which survives, but it is the one who is most adaptable to change. Thank you all.